Clearest satellite imagery to be released so far of Indian strikes on Pakistani air bases. They show the extent of the damage caused by relentless Indian precision strikes. The images that you will see now will also include the bases of Sukur in Sindh, Noor Khan Air Base in Rawalpindi, Rahim Yar Khan in southern Punjab, PAF Base, Mushaf in Sargodha and several others. My colleague Vishnu Shom, who is breaking the story for us, joins us with more details. Vishnu, over to you. Tell us the importance of these images and also what do they show?
Well, you know, when proof needs to be provided to the international community, not that India had any doubt, it always helps to have the highest resolution satellite imagery to actually explain what's happened. So forget about this particular map because this shows some of the areas which have struck. So take that map off. What we can actually do is focus now on some of these key images of Indian strikes. Now, this is an image of Jacobabad Air Force Base. It was struck by possibly a BrahMos or a Scalp missile from India. That entire hangar has been destroyed, as you can see. India's argument in all of this has been it was because of the destruction of what you now see on your screen, for example, another hangar at the Bholari Air Base in another part of Pakistan, that Pakistan came to the ceasefire table, as it were, because these are the most lucid, vivid satellite imagery of the strikes. As you can see, a missile went right through the roof over there and probably destroyed everything inside. If there are aircraft inside over there or UAVs, those would all have been destroyed. We're going to keep going with other images. This is Sukur. The building on the right-hand side, completely flattened and presumably destroyed. Again, if there were UAVs over here, and there is a sense that those UAV, this could have been a UAV base, then those would certainly have gone inside as well. Let's move to the next image. The next image that we have on the screen is of the Noor Khan Air Base. The Noor Khan Air Base is in Rawalpindi. It's very close to Islamabad, less than 10 kilometers away from the heart of the Pakistani military establishment. What you see having been destroyed over there are several key operational buildings right in the heart of Pakistan, in the very soul, in a sense, of the Pakistan Air Base. Again, an idea of a precision strike that took place. As importantly, there have been attacks which incapacitated the Pakistani bases themselves. Why? Because these were anti-runway operations. For example, this image from Sargodha of the Pakistan Air Force Base Mushaf. If your runways are non-operational, your fighter planes cannot operate. It takes hours, if not days, on certain days, in certain cases, to repair all of these, depending on the length or the depth or the width of the craters themselves. But this is right in the middle of the runway at Sargodha, and therefore planes over here would not have been able to operate. Another point that the Pakistanis would have taken into account when they came to the ceasefire table. So those are a couple of key images that we have. This is from the Rahim Yar Khan Air Base, another strike on the runway over there. The runway structure has been weakened. The satellite imagery doesn't show the depth of that particular strike, but the fact that you're hitting the runway with missiles is a clear indicator of how successful all of this has been. And the reason we are talking about all of this is because these strikes were just a few strikes, all right? They were not extensive. There were one-odd strike or two-odd strikes in every airbase. If India was to saturate these areas, then it would have been deeply problematic for Pakistan because their air force would effectively have been grounded.